Well, not a lot of good, obviously. Disappointed in myself that we're putting that on the floor. Our fans certainly deserve better, and I got to look myself in the mirror and realize we've got a long way to go. And just told the team, and we certainly understand that. I don't think this is an arrogant group by any means. I don't think we needed to be humbled, but I think we realize how hard it's going to be. We knew Santa Clara was going to be a good team. I've obviously got a lot of respect for Coach Sendek and the program and the consistency that he's built that program. So there's nothing really to it besides we got to get back to work tomorrow. So very appreciative of the fans. I certainly never want to see them leave like that. They deserve better, and we've got to be collectively, coaches, players, everybody, we got to be better because our fan base certainly deserves better than that.
Coach, Malik leads your team in scoring over the first two games tonight, doesn't attempt a shot in 20-plus minutes. Was that just something Santa Clara did defensively, and how can you free him up some more?
Yeah, I mean, nobody was very good tonight. Obviously, Roddy was terrific in the second half. So, it's all connected. It's not just Malik's fault. It's screening to get him open. They were picking us up full court. They were denying. Roddy realized that in the second half, obviously going around guys and getting to the rim and making plays. So it wasn't just Malik. I mean, Jovan obviously was 0 for 7. All was 0 for 6. So as I said before, I got to help them a little bit more, and certainly won't get a lot of sleep tonight and try to figure it out and get off the mat tomorrow.
When you see the points in the paint, number 52 to 22, what went wrong the most in terms of that number?
I mean, everything went wrong. Everything went wrong. There was nothing right. We just got to get back to work in every phase of it. It wasn't one thing. Santa Clara, again, they're a good team, but we just kind of let them do whatever we wanted. So we're going to have to do this thing the old-fashioned way, and the only way to do it is not necessarily to talk about it, but just to pour our blood, sweat, and the tears on the practice court as best we can.
We got to see Mir for the first time tonight. How long has he been back practicing with you guys prior to tonight, and how do you kind of see him fitting in here over the coming days?
I mean, he was back he was doing a little bit of non-contact stuff. He went full kind of go the last two practices. Obviously a tough spot to put him in. But what he does have is he's got athleticism. He's got the ability to go by guys. That's where you saw Roddy in the second half getting in the lane. And I think Mir, when he's missed a couple months. But I think the more he gets his feet under him in practice, the better he'll be.
Santa Clara threw the first punch right out of the gate, and that's kind of the third straight game. You're behind the 8 ball early. How do you get this team to respond from the jump, or is that just part of, like you mentioned earlier, fixing all of it?
Yeah, I mean, that was certainly different than the other two. That was they were throwing haymakers for 40 minutes and we weren't responding. So that wasn't necessarily a first 4 minutes thing. And again, I think it's our guys are going to realize, coaches, players, everybody collectively in our group is going to realize, we got to fight. There were loose balls that we weren't getting. There was rebounds we weren't getting. And then it just compounds, and when you play at this place and you play in front of this crowd, teams are going to be ready for you. And, our guys certainly didn't respond the right way throughout the course of the game.